Hello everyone, my name is Joe. I am a part-time reseller and I've been on eBay for the past 10 years, 9 of which have been incredibly casual, but this past year, around this time, last year actually, I started taking things more seriously and I started hitting up estate sales, yard sales, thrift stores, flea markets, anywhere that I can buy something cheap and sell it for more. Um, Started taking it more seriously with the intent to make more money. Uh, right now, it's a hobby of mine reselling. It helps my wife and I go on vacations, and funds our hobbies. So there's nothing wrong with that. I have a full-time job in retail management, and eventually I'd like to get out of it and make this my full-time job. Um, I have a lot of fun reselling. It's passive income. You can make money while you're not making money. I mean, after you take pictures and you do your listing, uh, you just got to pack and ship once it sells. I love the aspect of having things making me money whenever I'm already making money somewhere else. Uh, so I made this YouTube channel with the intent of helping me stay more disciplined. I find myself not listing as often as I should, and I have a death pile the size of Everest. And that door over there is actually my eBay room, and it's not really sorted or organized. It's chaos right now, and hopefully this channel helps me get disciplined in getting that in order, so I can really start to grow my inventory and my listing can get streamlined and my shipping can get streamlined because right now I'm kind of tripping over myself getting things cleaned up. So for now, this channel is going to be mostly low tech. I don't have a GoPro yet. I'm going to get one soon, hopefully take you out with me shopping and sourcing. But for now, it's going to be this right here, one-on-one conversations and screen caps of my phone of my recent sales. Uh, just something that I can upload semi-frequently to keep me disciplined and give me a reason to keep listing. As if money's not reason enough, I guess. But like I said, one day I want to quit my retail management job and do this full time because I like the freedom it gives me. When my wife and I go on vacations, we can stop in a thrift store and buy something there. I can list it in the hotel room, and I can sell it from wherever we are. Um, so it's it's really changed my perception of money. Flipping has. It used to be gotta put my nose to the grindstone and get those hours in so I can earn money. I gotta get that paycheck, gotta punch the clock. But now, whenever I'm out at a garage sale, I can look at something and I can see 20, 50, $70, and in my head I can do the math. How many hours at work would that be? And it's changed my perception of money. It has. It's a good thing. I know that I have the ability to find things out in my area that can bring me money if I need it. You know, um, we're getting ready for a trip to Yellowstone in a couple months, and these past couple weeks have been really intense on my sales. So I'd like to share some of those with you just to get things started on my channel. Maybe show you all my active listings, and you can see what I'm working with, and I can go over, you know, the stuff I've been doing in the past year. I think I'll start with that. I'll put my listings up right now, and we can talk about what I have active, and then we'll talk about what I have sold recently. All right, so here are my active listings, starting with my oldest and going down to my newest. So I started out on eBay by selling clothes. I watched other YouTubers like Rally Roots, and I saw what they were buying, and I figured clothing would be a quick and cheap to ship item. So that's where I started, and then I kind of branched out after that. Um, so I got, a couple old sweaters that are still up there. I can't believe they didn't sell this past winter. Um, I have a couple other hard goods here. I bought these two uh, Stratton of England items at estate sale in Florida on our last vacation, and I'm hoping they sell pretty soon. Those will be a quick and easy ship. I'm going to get out of clothing pretty soon, I think. I haven't bought any clothes in a while. I want to focus more on faster moving items, and clothings are for sure a longer tail item, and as you can see here, I got a lot of these shirts. They've been up for the better part of 6 months, and I've lowered the price a few times. Some of them might still be too high. Pearl Snap shirts, they did okay for me a while back, but I'm almost to the point of taking them off and just donating them back to Goodwill. That's where I buy most of my clothing, is Goodwill. And at this point, I've been holding on to them for so long, I might just move away from them and get back into just focusing on hard goods. These headphones right here have been a good moneymaker for me for the past couple months. I bought these for 80 cents at a Christmas clearance blowout. I bought 81 of them for 80 cents a piece. Came out to like 60 some odd dollars, and I have them listed for $9.77. How I do my listings, I offer free shipping on everything. Um, I factor in the price that other people are selling them for, and I'll factor that shipping into my cost. So other people at the time were selling these for $6 to $7 with $3 or $4 shipping. So I just did $9.77 free ship, and it's been doing pretty well for me. You can see I've sold 44. Oh no, I have 44 left. So I've sold about 40 of them so far at $10 a piece, and I have them in a promotion right now where the more you buy, you can save up to 15% by buying 4. So I actually sold a few of those today. Um, After fees, I'm probably making, fees and shipping, I'm probably making $5 or $6 maybe per headphone I sell. But still, at 80 pairs of headphones, that's $400. So I'm happy with that. I have a couple shoes here. Again, more hard goods that I buy at Goodwill. This Dalmatian 101 Dalmatians, the snow globe. I actually just lowered the price on that from 50 a couple days ago, hoping that it will sell. More clothes, more shirts, shoes. I'm probably going to stick with shoes. I do pretty well on shoes, Nikes in particular. These Hallmarks here, these Hallmark Christmas ornaments. Again, I bought these at a Christmas clearance. I believe they were about $1 a piece, and I've been consistently selling them for anywhere between $12 and $17 a piece. Some of these ones, like the Harry Potter ones, I have bundled. I think those are $12.50 each when you buy the bundle. They've been doing pretty well for me too. They've slowed down obviously the further we get away from Christmas, but I still sell one every now and then. It's a nice, quick, easy ship, lightweight. So that's been pretty helpful. Consistent sales on those. That's one thing I like to look for, and I like to look for items that I can get a lot of at once that will provide me, like, bread and butter items. That'll provide me steady streams of income. Like the headphones, I'm selling, 5 or 6 a week at least. That's 50 or $60. These Hallmark ornaments, they've slowed down, like I said, but they were a consistent 30 or $40 a week up until they started slowing down. So that's been helpful. Couple cool pottery things. I've had this for a while. I might drop the price on that too. It's a Navajo piece of pottery that I found at a garage sale. It's signed on the bottom. It's pretty neat. Again, more clothes, sweaters. Oh, these Chrissy dolls right here. I have a few of these left. Guys, I have never in my life picked up a doll, but this time last year, this is a good item for me to talk to you about. This time last year, this item is what got me really into flipping, like hardcore, no more casual. My wife and I went to an estate sale, and there were 43 of these dolls, and they had them listed for $20 a piece. They had price tags on everything, $20 a piece. And it was the last day of the estate sale, so I knew they were probably willing to make a deal. And I asked them how much for all of them. And they kind of gave me a deer in the headlights look. They didn't expect anybody to say that. But they came back with $300. And I said, I'll do 2. And they talked about it for a second, and they did it. So it came out to like $4.67 a doll. The very first doll that I sold from that lot sold for $150. And a few more sold for anywhere between 50 and 70. For the most part, they've been between 20 and 30 each on a $4 investment for each one. And that is what really made me stop and think, that this casual stuff that I've been doing could really be a moneymaker, and that's what really made me in the past year start taking it more seriously. After the dolls, like I said, I started with clothing after the dolls, which probably was a mistake. I've made money on clothing, but not nearly as much as I have on hard goods like those dolls. I got some stuffed animals here. This plush I found at a Goodwill for I think $4 or something, and comparable sales on WorthPoint. I subscribe to WorthPoint, by the way, so I'm able to look up historical listings and see what things have sold for. So I get a good barometer of what I have before I even list it. So I'm waiting on this one to sell. It's pretty rare. I might have it a tad too high. I have best offers on, so if somebody wants to make me an offer on it, I'll entertain offers as long as they're reasonable. So more clothing. I actually have a lot more clothing than I expected. But yeah, there's still a lot of clothing on here. Shoes, and I got, like I said, Nike shoes. They've been doing really well for me. I find those at Goodwill on a very regular basis for, I think their price is $6.99 or something. So if I sell it for 50, minus 7 is 43, minus eBay fees another $5 or $6. So let's say 37 minus, I'd say 10 to ship. That's $27 all day. $30 on a pair of shoes if I sell it for 50. Sometimes they sell for more, but $30 on a $6 investment. I'd like to have higher margins, but I'm not going to say no to $30. Some sheets. My wife picked up these Aveeno masks the other day, so we're getting closer to my newer listings. Yeah, some toys, some soap. These actually just relisted. Shoes, more clothes. Oh, well, whoops. Some Hot Wheels, baseball gloves, hats. I am an equal opportunity offender. I will buy. Oh, there's a typo right there. I will buy anything and everything if I think it can make me $1. So that's pretty much all my active listings. I have 114 active. I've sold a few today, so I've gone down. I think I was at 120 when the day started. But my goal is, my next milestone is to get up to 150, get 150 active listings going. Because in my experience, the more you have listed, the more often stuff sells. I don't know if eBay's metrics, put you higher in the search results, or if it's just the fact that you have more items for people to choose from. But I know in my experience, it's been the more I have listed, the more often I sell things. So again, that's part of the reason I made this YouTube channel, is to make myself more disciplined and list more often so that I get more sales more often. So those are my active listings, and now I'll hop over. Let me see if I can do this in a way where I don't give out anybody's personal information. But my sold listings will come up next, and then I'll show you what I've sold recently. All right, and lastly, I will go over my recent sales with you guys just to show you what I've been selling the last couple of days. Get in there. All right, so I sold a Star Wars Black Series Padme Amidala figurine. We bought these again close to the Christmas clearance. I think they were all like a buck or less each. They were pretty cheap, but you can see I sold it for $13. After my fees, shipping, and cost of goods, I made $6 on that one. Not ideal. I'd like to have a higher profit margin, but for $1 investment, I mean, it took a little time to ship, but it wasn't too bad. So I'm okay with that. I'm making money. Here is another Star Wars figure, a smaller one, a little further away, so the shipping was a little bit higher. Still another $3.50 profit. Not too bad, I guess. Now here are the headphones. This is about what I make every time I sell a pair of headphones. About $5 a piece. So my estimate earlier was pretty accurate. And I've sold 35 of those this past total, 35 total. So 35 times 5, about 170 bucks. So I have about 40 more to go, another 170 more after that. You know, maybe 350 total is what I'll make on those when it's all said and done. And my big sale of the week was this guy right here. This was a print of an Adventure Disneyland ride for Indiana Jones, signed by the artist Chuck Ballou. I bought 3 of these at an estate sale for $10 total. And this was the last one I had on hand. I sold it for $180, minus fees, shipping, cost of goods, $136.44 profit on that one. Really excited to sell that one. That $136 went straight into our vacation fund, so that's pretty exciting. That was the last big item I had from that estate sale. I had previously sold like a merit badge for Girl Scouts, a sash. I sold one of those for 125 bucks. It was a really good estate sale I went to. An ammunition case, a Remington ammunition case, sold for 50 bucks. And then these 3 prints, I think, were the big ones from that estate sale. I think I spent a total of $50 there, and I've made well over $700, mostly on these prints. The other 2 I sold for $250 each. They were a little better quality. They had less damage. This one here had a couple nicks on the edges and sticker residue from the estate sale. They put the price sticker on the bottom corner of the print down here in this area, and it left a smudge that kind of took away from the value. I think it won't be visible under a frame, and that's why I sold it for less than $250 like I did the other 2. But anyway, those were my sales, the big sales, the last couple days. Some of these profit margins are not nearly what I would like, $3 or $4, $5, like this one right here in particular, $350. That one took a little bit more time to ship. I don't mind the headphones so much, because the headphones, like I said, I just drop those in a bubble mailer, slap a sticker on them, and send them out the door. So I don't mind those. Those are quick and easy. The other ones where I actually have to, resize a box, for example, and put bubble wrap in there to protect it, take a little bit more time. I'd like to have a higher profit margin on those. But I can't complain. I mean, anytime I'm making money, I'm happy. Alrighty, guys. I guess that's going to end things for today's video. I just wanted to introduce myself and show you guys what I had listed. If you see anything on my listings that I can improve, please let me know in the comments. And if there's anything about the videos that I can improve, I know I probably said the word more than any person reasonably should, so that's something I can work on. But I just wanted to, again, introduce myself. I plan on uploading 2 or 3 times a week whenever I have time. Like I said, I have a full-time job, so this is definitely going to be a hobby of mine more than a profession. I just wanted to share what I do with other people, and maybe you guys can help keep me motivated and on task. So that's the goal. Until the next video, thank you guys very much for hanging out with me.